Hello everyone, welcome back to Spinning Iris. Got an interesting idea today. Thought I'd share some of the books that I have in my collection. I'm sure you've all, anyone who's seen my videos so far has seen a small fraction of what I have on my bookshelves. I mean a small fraction. A lot of what I have is in bags and in a footlocker outside in my hallway. I decided to start with the books that I had stacked up by my bed. I thought at first it was just 10. It's more than 10. Yeah, we'll see how long this video goes. Why am I doing this? Trying to keep track of all the books that I have in my collection. Somehow I ended up with doubles of books that I didn't mean to get doubles of. Some I do have doubles of that I did do on purpose. So yeah, this is going to help me have a visual record of what I have in on my shelves and in my bags, and I need a new bookshelf. Anyway, I have started my own little library listing. I'm just going to go through books periodically to see how up to date it is and add anything that's missing. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to start with what I had by my bed. Got it all stacked in a bag. We'll start with the 3 on the top. They all belong to the same author. Let's see, got The 5 Red Herrings and Murder Must Advertise by Dorothy L. Sayers. The 5 Red Herrings. I can't remember that one, but Murder Must Advertise, that's a really good one. Alright. And then we've got Gaudy Night, also by Dorothy L. Sayers. It's one of the later ones. And Lord Peter by Dorothy L. Sayers. This is a collection of Lord Peter Wimsey stories. Peter Wimsey is an interesting character. The Lord Peter Wimsey novels are a lot of fun. If you like Poirot, you'd probably like Wimsey, but and if you like Agatha Christie in general, you'd probably enjoy Dorothy L. Sayers. Big difference between Dorothy L. Sayers and Agatha Christie. Sayers tends to throw in more description of scenery and painting the situations in more depth than Agatha Christie does, which I don't mind. In fact, I've got another one I'll probably get to another time. I'm not sure exactly where it is. She got an award for all the in-depth research that she did for that particular book. These I found at a library fundraiser. It's like somebody just dumped their whole collection into the donation bin and recognized the name and said, "Oh, I'll get those. Sound interesting." And they are there. Lord Peter Wimsey is a cool dude. In fact, in terms of film adaptations, he's due for a new one. Anyway, moving on. Doctor Who, The Drostan's Curse by A.L. Kennedy. And this features, which Doctor is this? Okay, it is Tom Baker's Doctor. There's a mention of a ginormous scarf. So yeah, that took longer than it should have. Let's see if this is in the right place. See, this was an original Doctor Who story. One of those random things picked up at the bookstore. Yeah, moving on. So that's 4 out of the way. Well, technically 5. Oh, here's a good one. The Diviners by Libba Bray. This one, ooh. If you want to find out why Ouija boards are freaky, check out this little book. I have to read this one again. Let's see, it's 1920s New York. Bit of a paranormal story going on here. It is freaky. Yeah. Got this through Sci-Fi Book Club when I was still buying stuff from them. Sounded interesting, and it is pretty interesting. Let's see. Diviners by Libba Bray. I'd have to see if there's more of these stories. I did enjoy this. Anyway. Next one. Speaking of Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie's Detectives. 5 complete novels. Let's see, we've got The Murder at the Vicarage, Dead Man's Folly, Sad Cypress, Toward Zero, and N or M. Pretty sure I got this at the library fundraiser too. Wow. I think this is one that's going to have multiples in terms of stories. Nice little collection. Cover's so good they did it twice. Takes care of Agatha Christie. Okay, this is Dick Wolf, The Intercept. Dick Wolf, obviously the creator of Law and Order, the original, and its many offspring. This is one of his, I guess, political thriller. Read one, haven't read this one yet. Jeremy Fisk is the hero in this one. Or have I read this one? I think I did read this one. Okay, I did read this one. Never mind. Let's see, Dick Wolf. I think I got this one a couple Christmases ago. This is Hidden Sea. This is a Nutcracker Tale by Gregory Maguire, which I haven't read yet. Maybe I'll read it this year. Maybe. It's from Barnes & Noble, so it's got it when there was they had some signed copies. I got one. Can we do? Looks like it was actually signed too. Very cool. Those are always fun to find. Unless you end up with 2. Okay. Not sure if I got this one in here. Hidden Sea. Or Hidden Say if you want to be correct. Alright. Next. Oh, here's another good one. Midnight Never Come by Marie Brennan. This one was pretty interesting. Fairies in London. Or Fairies in England, I should say. Yeah. Again, not trying to make this about reviews. This is just sharing what's on my shelves. I think I got this one. Got this one also through Sci-Fi Book Club. It's technically a fantasy. Could call it sort of an urban fantasy, if you want to call, what is it? Elizabeth I, so that's 16th century urban fantasy. Okay, let's see. There it is. Okay. I think this was part of a series, too. Might have to look it up. This was a lot of fun. Okay. And got Michael Crichton's The Lost World. Don't know how this ended up down there. Yeah. I did finally manage to get through this one. Remember the first time I started this, I don't know what happened. My brain just kind of switched off and said, go read something else. I did eventually force myself back into it, and I'm so glad I did, because it's better than the movie. But it does have quite a bit in common with Conan Doyle's Lost World. I tried starting Conan Doyle's The Lost World a long time ago, and I didn't finish it. It is one that I plan on reading eventually, but it's just hard to jump into. Anyway, I know this is in here already. Get that up there. Ooh, I see another Crichton, but I'm going to save that one for a special time. Okay, then we've got something here called Sharp Teeth by Toby Barlow. Got this at the library fundraiser. Seems to be about werewolves. It's one of those I haven't gotten to yet. The cover's actually kind of cool. It's like it's fused into this lovely hardback. There's no jacket. It's the same on the other side. Ooh. Cool, cool, cool. I'm not even sure if this is a novel or if this is... This might be like an epic poem of some kind. That might be why I haven't gotten to it yet. And here's some more Agatha Christie. Miss Marple, The Complete Short Stories. Everyone's favorite lady detective. What is this? Random Frederick comic. Okay. Random convention card in there. I think I've read all of these. One of the bad things about reading books at night is you tend to forget what you're reading. This tower falls and I'll stop. Oh, here's a good one. When did this come out? 2012, man. It was either for Christmas or for my birthday. I had to have this. Seth Grahame-Smith's Unholy Night. It's a retelling of the famous nativity story. It's a lot of fun. What was it? An Ibex. Oh, to be that Ibex. Where is it? Yeah, there's plenty of realism, plenty of magic. This was a lot of fun. Alright. Let's see, here's another one from Sci-Fi Book Club. Alexander Outland, Space Pirate by G.J. Koch. This is like a slightly demented team. If you enjoyed Firefly, you might get a kick out of this. It's not Firefly. But yeah, it's just some fun sci-fi. There were moments that are a little annoying, but yeah. Look for something random. Check it out. This is one of the best series that I discovered through Science Fiction Book Club. Hounded, Hexed, and Hammered by Kevin Hearne. If you love urban fantasy, you'll love this. I got it mostly because of the cover. But yeah. Ancient Druid has found a way to prolong his life, and he deals with all sorts of otherworldly things. There are more books in this series, which I haven't gotten to read yet. I have most of them. Just haven't gotten to them yet. There's too much to read. Iron Druid Chronicles. Don't fall. Yeah, okay. maybe one or two more. Let's see. What is this? Catherine Cookson, The Solace of Sin, minus a jacket. This is probably found at a library book fundraiser. Catherine Cookson was one of those brilliant, prolific English writers. Got introduced to her by my mother, who was a huge fan of hers. Her favorite one being Kate Hannigan. One of the first one I read was the book The 15 Streets, which has a really nice adaptation with Sean Bean in it. I'd like to talk about Catherine Cookson another time. Here's an interesting random one. I'm going to cover the cover because it's a little risque. This is a very early Michael Crichton when he was writing under a pen name. Michael Crichton, writing as John Lang, a novel called Binary. Hard Case Crime published this one. He wrote several under the name John Lang. I think it was while he was in medical school. Or something. Yeah. Before he re-emerged as himself. I've got a couple of these. These are rather interesting. It's definitely Michael Crichton's style, just not as, it's less science and science fiction and more, this one especially is more of a thriller. Pretty quick read. Let's see. So it's late 60s, early 70s. So it's got that Cold War feel to it. Let's put this away. We'll list that under Michael Crichton. I'm not going to make 2 entries there because it's still Michael Crichton. I think maybe one more? Let's see. Here's a good one. The Company of the Dead by David J. Kowalski. This was another one from Sci-Fi Book Club. It's a fascinating what-if story. What if somebody changed one moment during the sinking of the Titanic? In the case of this book, saving one particular man, and how that changed the world. It deals with time travel on 2 fronts. On the first side, actual changing it, and on the other side, people in the future being, let's see, I think it's, what is it? It's 2012, but a very different 2012, traveling back in time to undo the damage done. Yeah, if you like alternate history and what-if stories, this is a good one to look at. I am not putting that up there. That's a tower of 18 books over here, which you can't see very well. Believe it or not, that's about half of what I have in that bag over there. If you read any of the books that I mentioned in this video, feel free to tell me what you thought about them down below. If you liked what you saw in this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you want to see more of what I have in my collection, again, let me know. I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, that's all I have for now. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.